Chapter 2 Evaluation of Computers. Let's learn early calculating devices, development of modern computers, categories of computers. Early calculating devices. Before the invention of calculating devices, humans used their fingers and toes to count things. But the counting was limited to 10 or 20. To count larger quantities, various natural things were used such as stones, twigs, seashells, etc. There was a need for a compact and easy-to-carry device to count larger quantities. Abacus. An abacus is also called a counting frame. It is one of the earliest counting machines known to human civilization. Abacus was invented in Babylonia in 2400 BC. However, the abacus in the form we are most familiar with was first used in China around 500 BC. The most amazing thing about the abacus is that it is used even today for performing the basic arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Bits of wisdom. Learning to use the abacus improves your concentration, speed, and accuracy. You can perform even complex calculations very fast using an abacus. Napier's bones. Napier's bones was invented in 1670 by a Scottish mathematician, John Napier. It was considered to be the world's first calculator that could multiply, divide, and find the square root of a number. Pascaline calculator. Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, invented the Pascaline calculator in 1642. It was the first even mechanical calculating machine or calculator with numerical wheels. The user had to rotate the numerical wheels for performing mathematical calculations. It could perform addition and subtraction. However, it could not work on very large numbers. Leibniz calculator. Gottfried von Leibniz, the German mathematician, invented the Leibniz calculator, also known as the Steprechner, in 1673. It was superior to the Pascaline calculator. The Steprechner expanded on Pascal's ideas and did multiplication by repeated addition and shifting. It was the first calculator that could perform all four arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Difference engine. The difference engine was an automatic mechanical calculator. It was invented in 1822 by Charles Babbage, an English mathematician. It consisted of two major parts, namely the calculating mechanism and the printing and control mechanism. It was the first complete design of an automatic calculator. It was more than a simple calculator and could solve complex problems. Analytical engine. After abandoning the difference engine, Charles Babbage started to work on the analytical engine, the ancestor of the modern computer. It consisted of 5 essential components: input, output, a memory unit called the store, and a central processing unit called the mill. These components worked like modern computers. It was also the first machine to have a set of programming instructions. All computers that are used today are based on the analytical engine. Do you know? Charles Babbage is known as the father of computers. This is because of the analytical engine invented by him consisted of input, output, mill, control, and store, which are also the basic components of modern computers. Development of modern computers. Today computers has evolved from a large-sized simple calculating machine to a smaller but much more powerful machine. Computers are further divided into 5 generations. Each generation used a different technology. Let us now discuss the features, advantages, disadvantages, and examples of each generation. First generation, 1940, 1956. The important features of the first generation of computers are as follows. Features. The first generation of computers used vacuum tubes as the main electronics components. They used magnetic drums as memory. Vacuum tube, magnetic drum. Keyword: programming instructions, a set of instructions given to the processor of the computer. Advantages: they were the fastest calculating devices of their time. They could process about 10,000 instructions per second. Did you know? The ENIAC weighed approximately 27 tons and it has more than 17,000 vacuum tubes. Disadvantages: they were very large in size and expensive. They used a lot of electricity and generated a lot of heat. Example: ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. EDVAC, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer. UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. IBM 701, International Business Machines Corporation 701, and IBM. Second generation, 1956 to 1963. The important features of the second generation of computers are as follows. Features. In the second generation of computers, vacuum tubes were replaced with transistors. The invention of transistors is considered one as of the most significant developments in the world of electronics. They used magnetic core memory that was faster and less expensive than vacuum tubes. High-level programming languages such as Fortran and COBOL were used to give instructions to these computers. Transistors, magnetic core memory. Did you know? The first transistor was invented on December 23, 1947 at Bell Laboratories by William Shockley, John Bardeen, and Walter Brattain. Advantages. The biggest advantage of transistors was that they were small in size and lightweight, due to which the size of the second generation computers reduced to a large extent. The operating speed was comparatively higher. They produced less heat and also consumed less power as compared to the first generation computers. Disadvantages. They were costly, they were not versatile, and used only for specific purposes. Example: IBM 1400, 700 series, and IBM 350. Third generation, 1964 to 1971. The important features of the third generation of computers are as follows. Features: integrated circuits, ICs, were used in the third generation. An IC is a set of electronic circuits on one small plate called an integrated circuit chip. An IC can hold billions of transistors and other electronic components in an area equal to that of a fingernail. They used a keyboard for input and a monitor for output. The speed of processing instructions was about 5 million instructions per second. Integrated circuit. Advantages: the third generation computers were faster, more efficient, smaller, and less expensive as compared to the earlier generations. They used a high-level programming languages such as BASIC. Multiple applications could run at the same time. Disadvantages: manufacturing of IC required high technology. They required air conditioning for cooling. Examples: PDP-8, PDP-11, ICL 2900, IBM 360, and IBM 370. Fourth generation, 1972 to 2010. The important features of the fourth generation of computers are as follows. Features: the fourth generation computers used very large-scale integrated VLSI circuits. The VLSIs could fit thousands of integrated circuits onto a single chip. Many operating systems such as MS-DOS, Windows, and Unix were developed during this period. Advantages: the fourth generation computers were more powerful, smaller in size, reliable and affordable. These computers could process millions of instructions in a fraction of a second. Many computers could be connected to form a computer network. Disadvantages: manufacturing of VLSI required high technology. The computers of this generation required cooling fans. Keyword: reliable, accurate, and trustworthy. Examples: desktop PC by IBM and Apple Macintosh are a few examples of the fourth generation. Fifth generation, 1980 present. The important features of the fifth generation of computers are as follows. Features: in the fifth generation of computers, VLSI technology developed into ultra-large-scale integration ULSI technology. ULSI allows the placing of more than 1 million circuit elements on a single chip. The fifth generation computers are also using AI, artificial intelligence technology, which is made possible using parallel processors and superconductors. With the help of AI, computers can be made to think like human beings. The fifth generation computer aims to develop computer-based devices that can respond to natural language input and are capable of self-learning and self-decision making. Examples: ASIMO. ASIMO, Advanced Step in Innovative Mobility, was developed by Honda. ASIMO can recognize moving objects, postures, gestures, its surrounding environment, sounds, and faces, enabling it to interact with humans. Today's powerful desktops, laptops, tablets, notebooks, and smartphones are also considered as the fifth generation computers. Siri, Apple's voice-controlled personal assistant that offers a faster, easier way to get things done on your Apple devices. Categories of computers. Microcomputers. Microcomputers are small computers that run on a microprocessor in their central processing units. They are much cheaper and affordable than other computers. They are meant for everyday use. These computers are known by different names depending on their size and uses. Microcomputers are used in offices, banks, homes, schools, and colleges. Did you know? The name laptop comes from the word lap, and it can be used by keeping it on our lap without the need for a desk. Example: desktop, laptop, tablet, and palm top. Mini computer. A mini computer is a multi-processing machine that can support up to 200 users at the same time connected to it through desktops or laptops. They are used in small organizations to control the manufacturing process or control laboratory equipment and similar processes. They are not meant for a single user or general purpose computing. Did you know? Multiprocessing. A type of processing in which multiple processors in a computer process different parts of a program at the same time. Examples: PDP-8, VAC series, HP 3000 series, Hewlett-Packard HP 3000 series, and HP 2100 series. Mini computers. Mainframe. Mainframe computers are large, expensive, and powerful computers with very high processing speed. They can handle thousands of connected users at the same time. Mainframes are generally used by large banks, universities, insurance companies, and government organizations to store, process, and retrieve data of their customers or students. Mainframe. Examples: IBM 704, Fuji's ICL VME, Hitashi's Z800. Supercomputer. Supercomputers are the most powerful computers in terms of data processing and speed. They generally consist of thousands of processors that are capable of performing trillions of calculations per second. They are very expensive and very large in size. A supercomputer needs to be kept in large. Example: Tianhe 1 by China, Pleiades by NASA America, and Param by India. Did you know? The Tianhe 2 Milky Way 2, built by China's National University of Defense Technology NUDT for the National Supercomputer Center in Guangzhou. It's the most powerful computer in the world and performs at 33.86 petaflops seconds (pflops) s on the LINQ-PACK benchmark. Let's summarize. The abacus is used even today for performing the basic arithmetic operations, namely addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Napier's Bones was the first calculator that could multiply, divide, and find the square root of a number. The difference engine was more than a simple calculator. It could solve complex problems. The first generation of computers used vacuum tubes as the main electronic component. In the second generation of computers, vacuum tubes were replaced with transistors. Integrated circuits (ICs) were used in the third generation. The fourth generation computers used very large-scale integrated VLSI circuits. In the fifth generation of computers, VLSI technology developed into ultra-large-scale integration, ULSI technology. The mini-computer is a multi-processing machine that can support up to 200 users at the same time. The mainframe computers are large, expensive, and powerful computers. Supercomputers consist of thousands of processors that are capable of performing trillions of calculations per second.